Now we delve into the latest developments shaping the global and Nigerian economies. Today we focus on cryptocurrency, a digital revolution that continues to redefine financial transactions and investment opportunities worldwide. Here in Nigeria, cryptocurrency adoption has been on the rise, with many seeing it as a pathway to financial freedom, while others remain cautious due to regulatory uncertainties and risks. To help us understand this evolving market, the opportunities it presents, and how to navigate it safely, we are joined by Mr. Silas Chukwuma, an online business and cryptocurrency consultant. You're welcome to Business Express, Mr. Chukwuma.
Thank you very much, Madam Neka. It's
All right.
always a pleasure.
The cryptocurrency market often experiences cycles of rapid growth known as bull runs. Can you break down what a bull run is and what typically drives such market behavior?
Okay, so it's normal for us to see cycles, patterns always repeat themselves over the years. Now, for cryptocurrency, since the inception of cryptocurrency, not inception of cryptocurrency per se, but since the launch of Bitcoin, which is in 2009, we have noticed a pattern that every 4 years, there's usually a surge. And this surge is what we call the bull run. Now, of course, the word the bull is gotten from your normal bull, because when a bull wants to attack, a bull attacks upward. So anytime a bull is attacking upward. So anytime you hear bull run, bullish movement, bull, as regards financial markets, we are simply talking about an upward movement in the market. So as relates to cryptocurrency, when you hear the bull run, basically what we are talking about is that we are expecting that the cryptocurrency market capitalization is going to hit a new all-time high. And this is always spearheaded with Bitcoin. Bitcoin is always the first to start the move. So over the years, we've seen that since the launch of Bitcoin, every 4 years, the market always hits a new all-time high. The market always hits a new all-time high. And we are in 2025, and if you follow that 4-year pattern, we are expecting another all-time high within this period. Now, a couple of things bring about this bull run. One of the major reasons why the bull run is attached to Bitcoin itself, the move of Bitcoin, is because of what is called the halving event. You know, Bitcoin is created every 10 minutes. But the quantity of Bitcoin that is created every 10 minutes reduces by half every 4 years. So it coincides with this bull run, because once people anticipate that we are going to have a halving event where the quantity of Bitcoin that will be produced will be reduced by half, people begin to anticipate scarcity, and that scarcity is going to bring about a lot of talk about it, and this will increase market sentiment. And market sentiment is where you start hearing the TV is talking about it, radio is talking about it, it's trending everywhere. This is also going to bring in a lot of people. What is this crypto about? What's this Bitcoin about? And this is going to bring about increased demand, because a lot of people want to know about it, basically.
Yeah, and I've been hearing a lot about crypto airdrops lately. Could you shed some light on what they are and how investors can benefit from them?
Okay, so when we talk about airdrops are just simply cryptocurrencies that are given to users for free, right, for participating in certain activities. Now, what's the essence of an airdrop? Basically, an airdrop is usually a marketing event. Projects use it. We have over 3 million different cryptocurrencies, right? So a lot of cryptocurrency companies are looking for how do they get a share or a bite out of the market share. So they use every aspect to get users to want to engage in their project. And one of the major ways is airdrops. Now, of recent, I'm sure most people have seen the recent Telegram tap mini apps, right? The tap swap, the There's so many of them. A lot of people are tapping. You get, sometimes you're on the road and you see people tapping phone. What they are trying to do is to see how they can benefit from all these airdrop activities. So it's the advantage. One of the reasons why I actually like the airdrop is because I've always been of the opinion that everybody will use cryptocurrency. It's just a matter of when. It's not a matter of if. Now, the airdrops and Telegram mini apps is making this thing easy. As a matter of fact, everybody that has an Android phone or that has a smartphone that can download Telegram is already a cryptocurrency user. Because before you know what's happening, you have gotten tap swap, you have gotten one tap something, you are tapping something, and people have been making money. People have been making money. We've seen people make money from Notcoin airdrop. We've seen people make money from Hamster airdrop, although people didn't make as much as they wanted. But for heaven's sake, $10 now is about 16,000, 17,000 naira. So if you get an airdrop every month that is giving you 15K or 16K for just tapping your phone, of course, a lot of people are going to take advantage of that. Right?
Well, while airdrops may seem like free money, are there any risks associated with them? And how can investors avoid falling for scams?
There are always risks. One of the things I like to say, anytime there is, you would always find that when you see carcass, vultures will gather. So anytime there is any opportunity to make money, scammers would always be there. You cannot take that away from any system. So there are a lot of scam opportunities. As a matter of fact, it was last year or so, there was a group I saw that if you pay $200, they'll teach you how to create a fake airdrop site. All these ones that you just launch it and tell users that if you want to get the airdrop, pay $5, pay $3. If 1,000 people pay $5, that's $5,000. And we are talking of people in one suburb in Nigeria or in one part of the country. $5,000 is a whole lot of money to them. So there are a lot of scam opportunities. That's one of the reasons why I tell people, in as much as there is money in the crypto space, you cannot go without knowledge. So there are scam opportunities. And I think it's like that in every sector, every field, right?
Let's talk about regulations now. The Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC, has been taking steps to regulate cryptocurrency activities. How do these regulations impact the average crypto investor in Nigeria?
Okay, the regulations that the SEC is coming up with I think is long overdue. Okay. Is long overdue. But left to me, I think there are methods that they should have adopted that they are not adopting. But however, to stick to the question, the SEC regulations are very important for investors. I think one of the most recent regulations that they dropped was influencers, that's financial influencers. People that all these social media influencers that go about, promoting some of all these crypto projects. And when people come into this project because of their name, they don't even want to know whether the projects are legit or not. So we have seen, I think there was one particular influencer that promoted a particular crypto project, Ichoke. The truth is that project choked a lot of people. It choked a lot of, the thing choked, right? So the regulations are very, very, very important. You cannot have a system that is just, laissez-faire. Everybody just do what they like. And the regulations are very important. And I think the SEC, even though they seem late and even though there are so many grounds that we would expect them to cover, but I think it's a step in the right direction. So
do you think the current regulations are sufficient to protect investors, or are there gaps that need to be addressed?
There are so many gaps.
Okay, let's hear them.
There are so many gaps. Now, one of the things is you are creating a regulation, and the regulations you are creating is driving away foreign investors. For heaven's sake, what kind of regulation is that, right? Before now, most of us that have been in the space for, the better part of 8 years, before now, it was very easy. We had a lot of foreign, the likes of Binance, OKX, and the rest of them. In the last 12 months, most of these companies have left the country. Why? Because we are bringing stringent regulations. But if you used very favorable regulations, you would keep these guys in. It would attract, of course, FDI, we know that. And it's also going to help in monitoring the activities. Now, one thing that a lot of people don't understand is if you have regulations on centralized exchanges, you'll be able to curb financial fraudulent activities in crypto by at least 70%. At least 70%, if we can regulate centralized exchanges correctly. Of course, we are going to say they are decentralized exchange platform, but the question is, decentralized exchange platform is not easy for just anybody to use because there is a learning curve, and the learning curve is quite steep, right? So I think there's still a whole lot, we still have a long way when it comes to regulations.
All right. The cryptocurrency space, as we all know, is often associated with risks like fraud and hacking. Tell us some of the practical tips or steps that one can adopt in order to stay safe as a crypto investor.
Wow. The practical steps. Okay, first of all, I want to make something clear that in as much as they say crypto is a lot of people usually marry crypto together with fraud. And the reason is because some of all these our working boys, in quotes, our Yahoo boys, they use it to collect money. But before cryptocurrency came, they were collecting in dollars. Before dollar came, they were collecting in PayPal, right? Now, but to stay back on the question, for you to stay safe in the crypto space, the first thing you need is knowledge. That's the first thing you need. I would always tell people, knowledge must precede wealth. And if wealth precedes knowledge, that wealth is at risk. I've seen a lot of people in the last bull run, a lot of people just came into the space with $200, $100. They made $20,000, $30,000, $50,000. Give them 6 months, they're going to lose that money back to the same crypto market. Why? Because their wealth preceded knowledge. Knowledge must precede wealth. If not, that wealth is at risk. That's the first thing. Go for knowledge. Number 2 is that don't just have itchy fingers. A lot of people, I've seen a lot of people. Okay, there was a lady that bought some Bitcoin some 5-6 years ago with 20,000 naira. As at the last time we spoke, that 20,000 naira was valued at almost 7 million. And I kept telling her, oh, do this thing, do this thing, do this thing. And she was, eventually she lost the money, right? There are scammers everywhere. And these scammers could come from phishing links. It could come from messages you get on your phone and all of that. So one of the things you want to do is online, you don't give out information. You don't give out information about your cryptocurrency online. You don't give it out for any reason. A particular friend of mine wanted to sell his cryptocurrency, and he just went on Facebook one day and he saw that you can now deposit this on this website, and he just clicked the website, and the first thing they asked him is to show that you are the owner of this coin, put in your recovery phrase. Your recovery phrase is your private key. You are the only person that should have access to it. And the guy put it in, and in less than 30 minutes, he started getting alerts that his coins were leaving his wallet. So all these things, you have to first go for knowledge. Secondly, avoid all these phishing links. Avoid it. And when you get your phone, make sure you have double security. I've seen people lose money on their phones because their friend knows their password, knows everything. You just wake up one day and discover that $10,000 have left your wallet and the rest of them. So there are so many things you could do to stay safe, but the most important is to go for knowledge.
Well, I must say a very big thank you to you, Mr. Silas Chukwuma, for sharing your insights and expertise with us on cryptocurrency. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Yeah, moving on.